Everybody, this is just a quick video of some thoughts that are in my head on the basis of something I've just been listening to. But before I get into that, I'd like to say hello to my very good friend Michele, who has the channel Michelle's Opinions. She's been on my panels, and recently we've been discussing the manifestation of chemtrails. And she's been showing in her skies over in America that whether you get chemtrails or not seems to be dependent upon the frequency and the manifestation abilities and the thoughts and fears and etc. of the people around you. Now, she can demonstrate this quite easily because she has family coming over a lot. Myself, I live on my own. And I've been saying for 6 months or more, there's just no chemtrails. I'm just not seeing chemtrails. I just never see them. They just disappeared all of a sudden. They stopped spraying us, but then it's still people talking about it all the time in the country. So I'm like, what's going on? The only times I see chemtrails is I'm with family members, which isn't very often, but if I'm out with family members, then I'll see them. And a few other occasions which I also have begun to link to how I am feeling. Now, if you watched my panel discussion last night, I mentioned yesterday morning, the last couple of days actually, up until yesterday morning, I was feeling very lethargic, very down, very poorly, basically a fibroid flare-up, and some anxiety, just not very good, quite low frequency, low emotional state. And yesterday morning, my skies were covered with chemtrails. Just all the clouds of chemtrails are everywhere. And then yesterday afternoon, after meditating, I felt a lot better, things perked up. I talked about this last night. Today is another beautiful spring day. I mean, we're getting unusually warm weather because of the weather systems around. And they say it's 18 degrees Celsius here, and it's a lot hotter than that in my opinion. So, but what I want to show you is what my skies are like today. I wish I had videoed them yesterday and I didn't. I will next time, but I'd like to take you out and show you what my skies are like. So it's quite bright outside, so I'm going to put my sunglasses on. Another point, essential particles. These are those little golden lights. Some people see them, apparently. I just assumed everyone used to see them, but I've discovered that's not the case. And I've seen them all my childhood, and I've started to see them again really prevalently the last 6 months or so. And they're like tiny, tiny little golden white specks of light that whiz around really fast and disappear and appear. I was just sat outside, enjoying the sunshine, and I noticed with my sunglasses on, I can't see any essential particles. And then I sort of looked above my sunglasses at the sky, and I could see, suddenly I started seeing them. At first I couldn't, and then started seeing them. And then I looked through my sunglasses, and I could still see a few, but quite difficult to see them with my sunglasses on. So that's, if you wear sunglasses, you're unlikely or less likely to notice the essential particles. So when on a summer's day, go out, drop your sunglasses, have a look at the sky, unfocus your eyes a little bit, and you should start seeing these beautiful little specks of light everywhere. And there's just millions of them, and they appear and disappear, and they're like little fishes going around. Anyway, they're beautiful. So I am now going to take you out. Turn the camera around. Okay. We're trying not to show the neighbours' houses. Okay, so we've got a contrail there. I can't see the phone screen because of the brightness, but I hope you can see just how I'm trying to avoid the sun. Don't want to damage my camera lens. Hope you can see this. I'm aiming it at the sky. And okay, there's one there. Now, isn't that funny? Because when I was lying outside just a minute ago, there was none. And I started thinking about it, and look, one's appeared. But other than that, beautiful. beautiful. So, let me go back inside. Sorry about the state of my garden. Okay. Right. Okay. So, that is what it is like outside at the moment. So, oh, hello viewer. Hello, hiya. Hello Dark Wolf. It's good to see you. Right, let me try and stand this up. It's only going to be a relatively short video. I'll change my glasses. So the other thing I wanted to cover today, to me, this shows. I wish I'd see you in Discord more often, Dark Wolf. Please come in and chat to us. Miss you. So that to me is further evidence that we are manifesting chemtrails. As I said yesterday, I was feeling very low, sky covered in chemtrails. Today I'm feeling really good. No chemtrails until I started thinking about them, and then a couple of videos which ruined the video. But I think it actually confirms it, because literally there was no chemtrails, but as soon as I start in my head chemtrails, they start to appear. So, and I do agree with Michele, we are manifesting them. We are manifesting these chemtrails, and because we are creating our own reality. So if you don't want chemtrails, fill yourself with love, meditate, feel good, and don't think about chemtrails. And try to not mention them to anybody else so they don't think about them, and then they go away. I have heard, for example, you can do an Orgonite garden buster out of Orgonite. And there's a guy, I think, in Florida who's doing them, and they are very effective. And the claim is that they change the ionization of the air column, and depending on the size of your Orgone garden chemtrail buster, it can do a radius of about 60 miles and stop them settling above your property. Now I'm wondering if the reason that works is because they believe it's going to work, and so it works. So I could tell you need to buy a clay plant pot, fill it with quartz sand, put a few copper balls in it, and stick it in your garden. It will stop chemtrails. That'd be a good experiment, actually. Do that and see if it works. Because I believe it's not the thing that's doing it, it's us that's doing it. It's our belief. Okay, so the other topic I wanted to quickly talk about was, I was just listening, and I will, once this is all processed and everything afterwards, I'll link it in the description. I was just listening to a interview by Russell Brand with a biologist who was the Dean of Cambridge. He was a Don at Cambridge. He was very eminent, called Rupert Sheldrake, and he is dubbed, apparently, I've never heard of him, but I definitely want to read this guy's books. He was dubbed as the most controversial scientist, blah blah blah, apparently. I remember that. The interview is incredible because this guy, who's a biologist, is proven about consciousness, reality being made of consciousness, telepathy, psychic abilities, and also something called, I'm trying to think now, I think it was quantum resonance, morphogenic fields. Talking about morphogenic fields as being responsible for our physiological form rather than genetics. But I've just got about 2 throws away through the video, and I'm listening. I'm sorry about the connection. I forgot my Wi-Fi is turned off, so I'm on mobile data. Oh, great, Dark Wolf. So I keep my Wi-Fi turned off unless I'm using my computer that needs it. Anyway, so what he got to the interviews talking about was how, according to measurements between 1928 and the 1950s, the world over, the actual speed of light decreased by 20, I think he said 20 kilometers a second. And he was explaining how this completely confused him. So he went to see some bigwig physicist in some place, like in charge of this guy. Apparently, he went to see is in charge of measuring absolute constants in physics for the country. And he asked him, could you explain it? What had gone on? He said, well, what's happened? Are people fudging their results? And the physicist said, well, we prefer to call it, what did he say? Intellectual phase lock? Which is basically a term they made up to explain people fudging their results. However, that's a very easy way to just explain the fact that according to all measurements during that time period around the world, everyone got the same results. The speed of light dropped by, I think it's 20 kilometers a second. And this started me thinking about the people who are seeing things like stationary planes. Now we know it's a well-known phenomenon. Football players, for example, when they're really in the moment, to them everything slows down. They can get into that mindset where literally things go in slow motion, like you see in films, which is how they can catch the ball and things. And it is a well-known phenomenon. Yes, exactly, Dartwolf. Because what happened then, this guy, this physics man, said to him, he said, so what they did after that they were so fed up with everyone getting different results for the speed of light, that they literally just made it up. They didn't make it up. They took an average and just said, right, this from now on is the speed of light, and that's it. That is it. It's a constant. It doesn't change. Even though all of the evidence shows it's actually variable. And this is what they did in science, and it became a constant. And he went on to say that they determined the length of the meter from the speed of light. So effectively, if the speed of light is variable, the measurement scale of the meter is also variable, but nobody knows that. Okay, so what I was thinking is these people who see like stationary planes and things like this is an answer. I think it's at least a credible hypothesis to what could be going on. Just like sports people and football players who can slow down their perception of time, because that would require slowing down to them, in their reality, the speed of light. What if these people are, with their consciousness, doing the same thing? So they are slowing down the speed of light from that object to their eyes, which makes it to them appear that the plane is stationary or is slowed down. I've even seen videos of the planes going backwards. So that would be reversing the speed of light. Now, I know this sounds really like, yeah, right, okay. But to me, it's a credible hypothesis as to what might be happening here. And that's what we're seeing. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. As I said, it's very shit. Sorry, I meant to say very and I just wanted to get this out there and to plug Michelle's channel and to say, yes, Michelle, I am seeing it too, and I am seeing the evidence. I am, with my own emotions, I am definitely seeing it affect the weather and the sky as well. Anyway, oh, wow, I've seen that too, Dark Wolf. I have. I've seen the whole sky literally go like that. Like it was a painting. It just, everything froze. Just the sky. I was in a moving car, but the sky itself literally just froze in place, just for a few seconds. I went left, right, left, right, left, right, and then just carried on, started up again. And that was over a year ago. It was early last year. And I never said anything to the person I was in the car with, obviously, because I was like, oh my god, I'm going mad. But yeah, I've seen it as well. Right, okay. Yeah, for me it was just a painting. And that got me down, right, are we living in a hologram? Is this a holodeck? You know, how can I explain this? The whole sky doing this? I don't know. But the moon, I've seen the moon lights come up from the sky really fast and then slow down and then go slower and slower and slower and then just stop in the middle of the sky for ages. Then start again. So I don't know. Maybe we're all going crazy, but I don't think so. I think everyone else is. But really, that there is a banned TED Talk by Rupert. I don't know if you can hear me then. My connection's a bit dodgy. I forgot to turn the Wi-Fi on before I did this, and I just wanted to get this out there. And really good to see you. Please come in, chat to us, and I would love to have you on one of my panel discussions. I would absolutely love that. So please let me know if you'd be willing to come on the next one. That would be amazing, and I'd love to speak to you again. I know you're really busy, but thank you so much for showing up. Anyway, guys, to viewers now and later, thank you for watching, and I'll get back to you soon. Bye.